My name is Dr. Lara Embry. My daughter Hayden's in the 8th grade here. And I just wanted to say a few words about why I, as a clinical psychologist, as a developmental psychologist, am such a big fan of the K through 8 model. The social complications of 4th and 5th grade are something that are ubiquitous to all 4th and 5th grades. And that has to do with the developmental challenges of middle childhood, the skills that are coming online, the need for hierarchy building, and other developmental changes that are going on. If you stay at a place that's a K through 8 place, particularly a small environment like Highlands, frankly, if you stay at Highlands, the faculty know who your kids are, and they can help them through that period. They can help them to regain their footing if they've lost it, or to build better coping skills, because they are being nurtured. If they're moved, they're going to have the same issues somewhere else, only maybe less guidance. The middle school period is, as Bo said, the most complicated developmental period that your children will go through. And that's in large part because they are emerging from middle childhood with a strong desire to do what middle childhood is all about, master their environments, to feel good about themselves. And they're hitting smack into adolescence and puberty, which is very much about identity and understanding who you are in the world, what makes you feel good, at a time when we know from study after study that self-esteem precipitously drops. Like in 7th grade, especially if you have a girl and also if you have a boy, they will start to be afraid of things that they were not afraid of before. They can't help it. It's a precipitous drop in self-esteem that occurs across the board for that age group, for 6th, 7th, 8th graders. And if you're in a K through 8 environment, the advantages that you have, particularly in a school like Highlands, and particularly at Highlands, where there's so many age-appropriate challenges and so much nurturing supervision to guide you through that time, you will have kids who are able to explore the interests that they have through like the elective process, through the capstone process, through the public speaking opportunities and leadership opportunities that I've been so impressed by, frankly. At the same time as they're looking around to understand who they are in the world, what makes them feel good. If your kid alternatively is in a school that's 8th through 12th or 5th through 12th, what those kids are looking at is what makes people feel good, but their stimuli, the people around them, are in a different age group, they're in a different developmental span. They're looking at you're going into the high school environment and you know what you are, who you are, much less distracted by kids who are experiencing things that are not developmentally at the same point that you are at. And you're able to stay in that, to have that as the basis for your identity development throughout the rest of high school. This is, frankly, in terms of identity, the most vulnerable time period. And having that strong basis before you move on to a school that will show you things that are older on a daily basis in much less protected environments, knowing that these are your priorities, this is who you are, is going to protect you throughout that time.